Peace be upon you guys. Today we're gonna take Unit 2, which is called, first of all, it's in the book of Interchange, okay? Number 2, in the 4th edition. We're gonna take Unit 2 and continue what we took before. It's called Caught in the Rush. Caught in the Rush, okay. The first thing is called Word Power, Compound Nouns. What does that mean? Okay, compound nouns, that means we're gonna have two nouns and make combination between them, and then after that it's gonna give another meaning, okay? So let's read. Match the words in column A and B to make compound nouns, okay? More than one combination may be possible. Okay, let's see. Like for an example, they give us subway and the word station. Subway and station. When we make combination between them, it's gonna be subway station. Subway station. Okay. Let's see next. Bicycle. Bicycle. You know the word bicycle, right? Bicycle, we could choose to add the noun lane. Bicycle lane. Bicycle lane. Or stand. Bicycle stand. Bicycle stand. So we could make combination between these two nouns. Okay, let's see the next one. Bus. Bus. Bus, we can say buslan. Buslan. Okay. Or we could say bus station. Bus station. Or bus stop. Bus stop. See how I pronounce it? Stop. I don't say stop. I say stop, okay? The next one, we could say as well, bus system. Bus system, okay? Cool. Let's go to the next one. News. News. Okay? So, it's gonna, when I add, you know the word news. It's like when you watch from the TV, it's called news. Wherever, like the circumstances and what happens every day on TV from the whole world is called news, okay? This is the only word. And if I add make combination with the word paper, obviously you know what does it mean, paper, okay? It's the thing we write on, okay? So if I say newspaper, it's gonna give the meaning of newspaper, okay? The same thing, you read from news, but it's from paper, okay? But if I add the news, I add to it the word stand, newsstand. Is it gonna give another meaning? Newsstand, okay? The next one, parking. Parking. Parking, obviously you know what the word parking, okay? Like parking your car in the parking line, parking, okay? So, now, it's very important to pronounce parking, parking. Because if I pronounce it barking, barking. When I pronounce it barking, that means it's gonna give another meaning. When I say barking, that means the sound or the voice of the dog. Barking. But when I say parking, parking, that means a parking space for your car, taxi, whatever you're gonna park, okay? So there is a huge difference. And say if we remove the ing in the word parking, when I say park, park give the meaning, the place where we go to. It's like the club or some place we go with our friends and some, like, you know, we spend time and hang out with our friends in this place, so it's called park. Park. Okay. And the word barking, which I said is the voice of the dog, if I remove the ing, it's gonna be sound like, pronounce it like bark. Bark. Okay, what does that mean? It gives another meaning, which means it's like the surface of the tree, you know? The thing is on top of the tree, okay? It's called bark, okay? The bark of the tree. Okay, so let's go to the combination. So barking, we can add parking garage, or parking space, parking space. Okay, let's go to the next one. Street, street. To make combination with it with the word light. Street light, street light. We see here that the GH here is silent. We didn't pronounce it. We just said light, light. If we want to say other examples for the GH silent, it's like straight, straight, night. There are two words that pronounce the same pronunciation with the word night, okay? There's one night, like when I say good night, N-I-G-H-T, and there is another one, which is K-N-I-G-H-T, okay? And there is also fight, flight, bright. All these words have the GH silent, okay? Let's go to the next one. Subway, subway. We can add subway station, or subway stop, or subway system, Okay, let's go to the next one. Taxi, taxi. Taxi, we could say taxiland, or taxi light, I mean taxi stand, Okay, let's go to the next one. Traffic, we could say traffic jam, Obviously, you know the word jam. Jam is like something we put with peanut butter, you know, the mixture of peanut butter and jam on the bread. This is called jam. We make it from strawberries, maybe from dates, a lot of things, okay? So this is jam, which is the sweet thing you put on the bread, okay? So when we add traffic and jam with each other, that means traffic jam, okay? We could say traffic light. What does it mean, traffic light? Obviously, the thing that makes the cars wait or stop or go. The green, red, and yellow. The yellow means you need to stop, wait now. It's gonna turn green or it's gonna turn red. And the red means you need to stop your car immediately. And green means you are free to go, I mean. Okay? And then the last one is train. You could say train station, or train stop, or train system, Okay. So this is the combination of the words. Sometimes the noun with itself means something, but when you add a make combination, it gives another meaning. So this is very important in English, and it helps you to make and gain a lot of words and vocab, okay? From just little words, like you obviously know the word bicycle, garage, and all this stuff, but with the combination of the words that you know, it gives other meanings. So this is very helpful for you to learn English very well and quicker, okay? Okay, if we're doing pair work now, it's like they ask, which of these things can you find where you live? Okay, like in our place here in Egypt, what can we find here in Egypt? I think we can find all of these things in Egypt, but I don't think we can. I never saw before a newsstand. This is the only thing I didn't see before. And as well, the taxi land, I never saw that before as well. And so all these things I find it in my country, but I never find I never saw before the newsstand or the taxi stand. So okay, let's see. Here there was a conversation. They said there is a bus system here. Yes, there are also a lot of traffic jams. Here they said, like, there's a person who said there's a bus system here. And then he agreed with him, said yes. When he said this, yes, that means he agreed that there's a bus system. And he wanted to add something as well, and he said there are also a lot of traffic jams, okay? Like, for an example, if I said something else, like, there is a parking space here. You could say yes. There are also subway stands. Okay, subway stop. Okay, so you could add something else. Like, I agreed with you already, and I want to add something else. Okay. There are other ways to agree. Like, instead of saying I agree or I disagree or yes and no, I could say other things that gives the same meaning. And instead of saying I agree and I disagree, like, say now if you want to agree with something, you could say instead so true, or yes for sure, or I would say so, Or I guess you have a point. I guess you have a point. Or I feel the same way. All this gives the same meaning of I agree, okay? And you could say also absolutely or totally or no doubt, okay? Or you could be right about that. All of these expressions give the meaning that you agree with the opinion or what he said already. Say you want to disagree with what he said. You could say, instead of I disagree, you could say not necessarily, or you have got it all wrong. You have got it all wrong. Okay? Or are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This means you disagree with what he said. Okay? That's not quite right. That's not quite right. That means I want to disagree with you, but in a polite way. So I say that's not quite right. Okay? Or I beg to differ. I beg to differ. Or you could say this with a friend. You can say in a conference or something like that. You can say that, no way. But with a friend, you could say, what? No. What? No. And it's very important to show the expression and how the emotions when you speak. Like, you're supposed to show, like, what? No. If I said, what? No, that doesn't give the meaning that you disagree. No, you're supposed to show, what? No. Okay? This is the way you show it. I need to feel the expression. I don't need only you disagree. No, I need from you to feel that you really want to disagree. Okay? And the last one, I'm afraid to disagree with that. So these are other ways you could agree and disagree with, instead of saying I agree or I disagree. Okay. Perspectives. Now we're going to take transportation services. Okay, let's see from the pictures. Okay, there's someone riding the bicyclist. Here, the guy bicyclist saying motorcycle guy. The cars. Okay, so let's read the first sentence here. They say the buses are old and slow. The buses are old and slow, and they cause too much pollution. Pollution. I didn't say pollution. No. Pollution. So the buses are old and slow and they cause too much pollution. In cities with less pollution, people are healthier. So in cities with less pollution, people are healthier. Okay, let's see the next one. Obviously, you needed to hear the listening part here, so you can't hear it already. So we're just reading and we're gonna understand from the sentence how we do the sentence and stuff like that. And maybe we can just guess it from the pictures itself without listening. Okay. There are too many cars. There are too many cars. Okay, so concentrate on the sentence before we said much with pollution. Okay? Because pollution is uncountable. Pollution, we can count it, so we said much pollution. Because we want to express that there is a lot of pollution, so we say much. Okay. Here in the second sentence, they said there are too many cars. Too many cars. So I wanted to express there are a lot of cars, so I said many. I didn't say much. Why? Because cars are countable, so I say many cars. Okay. All the cars, taxis, and buses are a danger to bicyclists. There is too much traffic. See here, they say too much. They didn't say too more traffic. They say too much traffic. Because the word traffic is uncountable, so I can't add and say more. I said much. Okay? Cool. And then the last one, they say there should be fewer cars. Fewer cars. Okay. Fewer, I use it with the countable, the cars. But I think that the biggest problem is barking. Barking. If I say barking, it doesn't give another meaning, but I say parking. Okay? It gives another different meaning. If someone's hearing me right now, they're going to say, what do you mean barking? No, it's supposed to be parking. But I think that the biggest problem is barking. Barking. There isn't enough parking. Okay? So here there is, although there are, there should be fewer cars, but I think that the biggest problem is parking. Okay, so obviously we could say picture number 3. 3 is gonna be with picture number letter C, because this is a parking space for the car. Okay, and there are, when they said there are too many cars, all the cars, taxis, and buses, which one has the buses and cars? We could say match it with the picture with letter A. And here they're talking about the pollution, so we could match it with picture B because it has a lot of dirt and smokes and exhaust of the car, so we could match it with the pollution. So 1 is gonna be match it with B, and 2 we're gonna match it with A, and 3 we're gonna match it with C. Okay, cool. Does the pair work here? They're asking, does your city or town have problems with traffic, pollution, and parking? And what do you think is the biggest problem? Okay, in my opinion, according to me, in my opinion, obviously our country had a lot, not only our city, the whole entire world had a lot of pollution and traffic and so and so. But according to nowadays, because of the coronavirus, all the people stay safe in their houses, and there are less people outside, so it's like 40% of the pollution decreased, I mean 40%. So say the world now is safer because like there is no more exhaust and pollution. It's not that much because all the people are staying at home, so we are like helping the world to become better. The coronavirus is very bad for us, but for the world itself, for the planet, we're saving the planet because 40% decrease from the pollution which happened every day since the coronavirus happened. So yeah, my country or my city has a lot of traffic and pollution and parking situations, but now it's less according to the situation what is happening nowadays because of the virus. Okay, stay safe, stay at home. Okay, let's go to the third one. It's grammar focus. Now we're going to talk about the expressions of quantity. Expressions of quantity. Okay. With count nouns and with uncount nouns. Non-count nouns, like countable and uncountable. Okay. Count nouns, that means, like if we take a look here, they say, there are too many cars. Many. So I said too many. Many with the countable. Cars. I can count the cars on the road, right? So I said many. When I express there is a lot, so I say many. There are too many cars. And I said are. Why? Because cars are plural. So I said are. There are too many cars. Okay, let's see here on the other side. Traffic. Can we count traffic? No, obviously we can't count traffic. So we say there is too much traffic. Too much traffic because we can't count it. Okay, let's go on the other side. There should be, so should. Okay, what's the difference between should and must? Should is when I give you an advice and you can take it or leave it. It's okay. But must is something like according to the law. If you didn't do it, you're gonna get in trouble. But should is like an advice. Okay, so when I say there should, that's an advice or something you should do, but if you didn't do it, it's not wrong. Okay, but when I say you must, like when I say, give an example, you should brush your teeth. So this is an advice. If you did it, it's good for you. If you didn't do it, it's your own decision, but the consequences are gonna be on you, not on us. Okay, let's see the other thing. If I said you must follow the law, follow the law. Okay, that means if you follow the law, you're gonna be safe. If you didn't follow the law, you're gonna be in jail because you can break the law. Okay, cool. So you don't have any decision in must. Okay, let's see, go to our topic again. So we said here there should be fewer cars. Fewer, we use it. Fewer, when I said there is less cars, I say fewer. Yeah, see, less, when I say less here, let's take it with the uncountable. I can count pollution, but I can count cars, so I say fewer. So few is with countable, and while the less, we use it for the uncountable. When I want to say there's something small, a little things, I say few with the countable and less with the uncountable. Okay, let's go to the other line. We need more subway lines. We need more. We can use it for the countable and uncountable. See, subway lines, we can count the subway lines. What about public transportation? No, obviously we can count the public transportation, but we can use both of them more. We need more. Okay, so more we can use it for countable and uncountable. Okay, let's see here. There aren't enough buses. So enough, I can use it for the countable. And we said there aren't enough buses. Why I said here aren't are because buses are plural. So I need to use aren't, are, okay? Aren't enough. But here, there isn't enough parking. Parking isn't is singular because parking is singular. So I say there isn't enough parking. So now I understand from the ending of this, the expression of quantities, that the countable nouns, when I want to express something that there's a lot, if it's countable, I say too many. If it's uncountable, I say too much. Okay, if I want to say it's little, okay, if it's countable, I say few. If it's uncountable, I say less. And the things in common, we can use more or not enough. It's okay, okay, for the countable and uncountable. Okay, let's complete the statements. They say here, complete these statements about transportation problems, then compare with a partner. More than one answer may be possible. Okay, question number 1. There are, we like blanket police officer. Their police officers are countable, right? Police officers are countable. So we could say there are, which one? In this situation, we could say, like, if we want to say less, okay, like there are not enough, we could say there are too few police officers. If I want to show that there are little police officers, or I could say there aren't enough. So I could say too few, and it gives the same meaning of not enough. There aren't enough police officers, okay? Or I could say there are too many police officers, okay? It's good. So I could say there are too many police officers. That means a lot, okay? If I want to say, express there are little police officers, I could say there are too few police officers, or which gives the same meaning of too few, I could say there aren't enough. So aren't enough gives the same meaning of too few. Okay, let's go to the second statement. They say here there should be blanket cars in the city. So there should be fewer. Okay, obviously need be less. You can say like more cars. No, we need less. Like we need fewer cars in the city. Okay, so the word here is fewer. Okay, the third statement. They say here there is blanket public transportation. Okay, about the public transportation in according to our country, there isn't enough public transportation. There isn't enough. Or it gives the same meaning. Isn't enough, it could give the same meaning of too little. Little, like mean little. Little gives the same meaning. So not enough, there isn't enough, or too little. Okay? Let's go to the fourth statement. The government needs to build blanket highways. So according to here, I could say, according to the meaning, not, okay? I could say needs to build fewer highways, or I could say more highways. Okay? It's cool. Now I'm not choosing according to the it gives the meaning and as well to see the grammar itself. Okay? But according to our country, we need more highways, not fewer. We need more highways. It's gonna help in the traffic jams, yeah, to make them less traffic jams. Okay. Let's go to the fifth statement. There should be blanket noise. There should be what? There should be less noise. Less noise. Okay. Sixth statement. The city needs more public parking garage. More or less? According to our country, we need more parking garages. Or if we're talking about America, other places, no, they need less public parking garages. But yeah, like we could say that, but there is no country that needs less. All of because of the car, everyone owns his own car, so all of us needs a lot of parking places. So the country needs to make more public barking garages. Okay, so let's go to the 7th statement. There is a blanket air pollution in the city. Obviously, there is too much air pollution in the city, but according to what's happening, the circumstances and what's happening right now, there is less air pollution in the city nowadays because there is a less cars. There are fewer. See, there are fewer cars in the streets. So according to the pollution decreased. Okay, so nowadays in Egypt nowadays, or the whole country, the whole world, I mean, because everyone has the coronavirus. Nowadays, the air pollution is less. Okay, the air pollution is less according to the cars. That there are no cars, like the cars are fewer nowadays, so the exhaust of the cars is less, and according to the pollution is less, and we're saving the world. We're saving our Earth planet now. Yeah, we're dying, but we're saving our planet from the pollution we used to do. Like, our planet was suffering a lot of us, so now we need to suffer for the planet a little. Okay, the 8th statement. There are blanket cars parked on the street. There are too many cars parked on the street. Okay, too many. Or if I want to say there are few cars, if it is few, just say few. If it is a lot, we say too many cars. Okay, cool. So let's go to the B. Okay, it's a statement. They say write a sentence about the city or town you are living in, then compare with another pair. Okay. Let's say the city should provide more, like according to us, the city should provide more protective masks. Okay, according to the situation nowadays, so the city should provide more protective masks. Okay, this is what we wear on our faces. Okay, number 2. We have too many. Many here is countable, so I put after it I say cars. But more, in the first one statement, I could add countable or uncountable after it. Okay. When I say too many, I need to put countable, so I could add cars, taxis, buses, whatever it is. Okay. Here they say there are too much. So much is uncountable, so I could say traffic. Or if I want to say like the rice, you know, the rice which you eat, it's uncountable, so we can say there are too much rice. There's too much rice, okay? Because uncountable. And no one tells me I can count the rice. Yeah, obviously you can count it if you are like you don't have anything to do, but it's uncountable for real, okay? So don't make it countable now. 4. There isn't enough. The word enough, we said we can use it for countable or uncountable. It's okay. So there isn't enough water. There's enough anything I could add. Okay. The 5th statement. They say there should be fewer. There should be fewer. Fewer what? I use fewer for the uncountable. So there should be fewer traffic. Yeah, we could say traffic because it's uncountable. Okay. Let's see the 6th one. We don't have enough. Enough, we said already, is for countable or uncountable. So I say we don't have enough. What could I add? Anything? Enough jackets. We don't have enough street lights. We don't have anything you want to add. Okay, let's go to the 7th. There should be less. Where do you less? Is it countable or uncountable? Less is, according to the grammar focus we took a look at before, less is uncountable because fewer is for countable. Okay, so there should be less traffic, less pollution, less barking, less like something like that. So okay, when I add less, it's gonna be after uncountable. Okay, the 8th statement. We need more. You could add countable or uncountable, whatever you want. So we need more juice, like if we say juice. Okay, it's cool. Okay, let's go to the. Okay, this one is listening, so it's okay. We don't need it. The 5th one. Okay. Discussion. You be the judge. Okay. Group work, they say which of these transportation services are available in your city or town. Discuss what is good and bad about each one. Okay. So here, taxi service. Do we have the taxi service? Yes, we have it right now. The taxi services like Uber, Kareem, and yeah, these are the two these are the both I remember now. So Kareem and Uber are the taxi services we have right now. So okay, so this service is available in our city or town. So we say our town, okay. Discuss what is good or bad. According to my opinion, I think Uber and Kareem are very good and cost less, and as well it's very comfortable. So taxi service is okay and it's good in our country, in our city, I mean. Okay, let's see the subway system. I never tried it before and I don't know if it's here or not. I think it's in Cairo. I don't know if it's in Mansoura or not. So service is available. I don't know, in my situation now it's not available, I think. Bad or good, I don't know either because I never tried it before. So let's get to the other one. Facilities for pedestrians. Okay. Is it available here? Obviously it's not available because I can't find a pavement that can I walk on. Like you know, the sidewalk which we go when I go home, when you come to or go to work and stuff. There's supposed to be a sidewalk which I walk on, okay? I always find, not always, like, yeah, for always. Like, there's supposed to be, this place supposed to be for people, human walking on this sidewalk. No, I find the motorcycle guys on this as well. So it's not, there's no facilities for the pedestrians here in my city, okay? So it's very bad. According to my opinion, it's really terrible, bad, awful. Okay, let's go to the next one. The bus system. The bus system, obviously, there's no bus system. We have here, there is as well, we could say bad. Because I saw before, you people ride in buses that are so crowded inside and there is no seats. So everyone's standing, hanging their hands to the, I don't know, on the ceiling of the bus, and they're, I don't know how it goes, but it's very bad, okay? So this one is very bad. So let's go to the next one, the train system. According to me, the last train I rode was in the, where was it? It was for kids. This is the only kind of train I tried before, so I don't know how the train system here. So is it good or bad? That's according to you guys. Is it bad or good? And leave comments if you like the train systems or not. Because in my opinion, I don't know, because I don't have any idea. I never tried it before. And I don't have any experience about it. Okay, the only experience for it is the disasters of what happens. The accidents with the cars and the train crashes and stuff. So if I'm gonna say, it's gonna be bad according to me, according to what I say. Okay, let's go to the next one. Parking. Obviously it's very bad because you never find a parking space for your car. So according to me, it's very bad in my city or my town, whatever. Okay, and according to you, see, I think there's no parking yet. So the good thing in Egypt here now is only the taxi service. And if you say the train system or subway, okay, because I don't know, I never tried it before. Let's go to the B. Group work. How should you rate transportation services where you live? Give each item a rating from 1 to 5. Okay, so 1 is gonna mean terrible. Terrible gives the same meaning of awful, and gives the same meaning of very bad. So very bad means terrible, gives the same meaning of awful. Okay. Needs improvement. That means it's not terrible, but it's better than terrible, so it needs improvement. Okay. 3, when I rate something 3, that means average, like half and half. Average. Okay. 4 gives the meaning of good. Yeah, good. And 5 means excellent. Okay. Obviously, Egyptians never give a 5 to anyone. Like, okay. So let's read here the statement here. They say I give a taxi service a 4. There are enough taxis, but there are too many bad drivers. Okay, so according to the taxi driver, he gave them a 4. That means he's good. Yeah, there are enough taxis, yeah, but there are too many bad drivers. Obviously, that happens with us. Like, there are a lot of bad drivers. Okay. Then here they said, I think a rating of 4 is too high. So the other guy thinks the rating of 4 is too high. There should be more taxi stands, and then he's gonna give other examples of things. So according to, let's say, I'm gonna discuss the same thing, the taxi service. According to me, I would give the taxi service a 5 because there are enough taxis, and as well the drivers are good somehow. Like you guys, if you want to say, maybe you think 4 is high, and you could give other excuses that the drivers are bad in driving, the taxi is not clean, there are no parking. You could say parking, I mean, you could give other reasons, and say whatever you want. Okay. Okay. This is gonna be the last one. It's writing an online post, and I would love you to write down like this assignment. Okay, they say here, read this post from a community message board about traffic in the city. Okay, so this is a message from a community message from the board about traffic in the city. Use the statements from exercise 3 part 4 part B and any new ideas to write a message about the local issue. So you're gonna look at exercise 3 part B and look if there's any new ideas to write about the local issue. Okay, and they say here, make turns reading your messages. Okay, like after you do the messages, we're supposed to read it with each other and discuss it and see if anyone has the same concerns. That means like you have the same new ideas and what you want to do something new for the avoiding the traffic in the city. So we're gonna see what ideas do you have, because maybe maybe some people have the same concerns and things in common, and we could discuss it. Okay. So I'm gonna read here. They say there is too much traffic in the city. Too much. I said much because it's uncountable traffic. So there's too much traffic in the city, and it's getting worse. It's getting worse. That means it's getting worse. Okay, it's being more worse. Okay. A few years ago, so he's talking about something in the past. A few years ago, it took me 10 minutes to get downtown. Now, it takes more than 30 minutes during rush hour. Okay, so the problem here is too much traffic, and it's getting worse. And a few years ago, he used to go to the work or downtown in 10 minutes. Now it takes him 30 minutes, so this is very bad. So he said there should be more subway lines. So he giving now an advice, or giving a solution for this situation. He says there should be more subway lines. I think people want to use public transportation, but we need more okay, so you're gonna give examples and discuss what you want to say. So now I want you to read this clearly, carefully, and now what's about talk about the traffic, what happens and so in their city, and say why and what happened, what you used to do, and how many, and how long did it take you, and now how long does it take you, and then we're gonna discuss it next time, inshallah. And thank you for listening to me today, and bye.